What's up? Back again. For this video, I'm going to be giving you some techniques on how to become a better negotiator.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Now, have you ever been in a negotiation where, your heart just starts beating like faster and you don't really want to be in the negotiation? You probably may not even be aware that it's going on, or, you just look at it more as an argument than a negotiation, because I know I have in the past, and I was completely unaware of what was even going on. I used to hate negotiating, literally. It's funny, but as I got more into real estate, sales, reading more books, I learned that it's an art. It's really an art, and I actually like it a lot. So for this video, I'm going to give you 3 techniques on how to become a better negotiator. Number 1 is what versus why. So whenever you're coming into contact with somebody, or it can be over the phone or through text message, email, wherever, you always want to use what instead of why. Because when you were a little kid, I'm pretty sure, let's say you wanted to wear, a funky shirt or maybe some funky shoes or something, that you liked but everyone else didn't like around you. And let's say you wore it to school, and then your friends came up to you and they said, why are you wearing that shirt? Or why are you wearing those shoes? See, the word why, that alone creates a judgment. We feel judged whenever we hear why. We get defensive. So when we're already in a negotiation with somebody, their guard is already up right off the bat. And the goal is to have them lower their guard, and then work out a fair deal, win-win for the both of you guys. But when you use why, like, why are you wearing that shirt? Why are you wearing those shoes? It's just gonna have them keep their guard up, and they're not gonna like that right off the bat. So you want to use what when you say, "Oh, what made you wear that shirt today?" You see how it sounds a lot more neutral rather than "Why'd you wear that shirt today?" It's crazy. It's the small things when it comes to negotiating, and it's always what instead of why. So another tip, and before I give it to you, if you thought that tip was helpful, give me a like on the like button and subscribe for some more tips, because I'm going to be dropping some more, in the next couple of videos on how to become a better negotiator. There's a bunch of techniques that I've learned, especially with the book I'm reading right now. But let's get into the second part. Now, for number 2, it's going to be mirroring and matching. Now, what I mean by that is you want to mirror their body language, or just mirror whatever they say. It can be the last 2 or 3 words at the end of the sentence that they just said. For example, if I am door knocking and I knock on somebody's door and they're kind of like leaned back like this, or like on the side of the door frame, I want to lean back too. Not like all awkward and shit, but I want to lean back and just mirror their body language, because number 1, that develops a rapport, and number 2, you're meeting them where they're at. And this can go the same for matching their tonality. So if they're a fast talker, you want to increase your rate of speech, because that shows them that you honor them and their like their culture and their personality, rather than them being a fast talker and you being a slow talker. There's already an offset right there, and they're not going to like that. So, and it's just these small psychological tricks that you can do, which will help you develop a better rapport and get you better in the negotiation. And then for another tip as well you can use is repeating the last 2 or 3 words that they say in a sentence, because let's face it, everybody wants to be heard, everybody wants to be understood. And at the end of the day, when you're negotiating with someone, those 2 things are very important. Now, let's just say I had expired, for my realtors out there. Let's say you're on the phone with an expired and they said, let's say I ask them, how many offers did you get on the house? And they say, we didn't get any offers. So then I would just say, you didn't get any offers? Just repeating whatever they said at the very end of the sentence, that right there shows them that you're paying attention, that you're fully in the zone. And they love that. Anyone you're speaking to, your family members, friends, your girlfriend, boyfriend, anyone. They love that. They want to be understood, and they want to know that they have your full attention. So always repeat the last 2 or 3 words at the end of a sentence. And that right there is mirroring and matching. And that will help you lower their guard and open up to you, which is key, all right? The third and last one is gonna be push and pull. So this is a very, very supreme technique you can use in negotiation. It's very powerful, okay? And you don't want to think of a negotiation as an argument. You always want to look at it as a game of chess, all right? Not a game of checkers. So when you're coming in, and what I mean by push and pull, I mean by interest versus disinterest. There's always going to be that in a conversation, no matter where you go, all right? So a pull technique, which would mean for them to show interest, is let's just say, hey, sir, I'm giving some free chocolates out. Okay, that alone already got your attention, right? Because who doesn't love chocolate? I know I do. All right?
Yeah?
Congratulations, sir. Your Krabby Patty pizza is here.
Wow, thanks. I've been dying for one of these.
So a push would be, hey, sir, my name's John. I'm actually doing a fundraiser for my school here. Right off the bat, that whole sentence is a push. That's already showing that they're disinterested in whatever you have to say, all right? And then the pull would be that I'm giving away free chocolates. So it's a push and then a pull. And that's what you want to have in a negotiation. Like whenever you're talking to a homeowner or you're doing a listing presentation, you say, and they say, they throw you the objection. Well, you know what? We need to think about it. You can be like, okay, you need to think about it. There's the mirror and match right there. You need to think about it. Gotcha. After all, it is a big decision, right? And then that's a tie down. I'm gonna go more into that in a separate video, but that's another technique you can use to take control of the frame. Or was I was like, okay, sure. After all, it is a big decision, right? Okay, so I understand, Bob. You want to think about it. Let me ask you a question. At this point, are you leaning towards listing the house with me? Or are you not leaning towards listing the house with me? That's a push and a pull, you see? And that will get them to open up, lower their guard, and tell me exactly what's going on, you know? Depending on the situation and all that. So it's a very powerful technique, the push and the pull, the what versus the why, and the mirroring and the matching. If you can use all 3 of these in negotiation, you're set, man. Another thing for the push and pull, this is also used in relationships or whenever you're going out to meet couples for the first time, you know? It's used, I'm telling you, it's used everywhere. It's funny. And you don't even notice it. Like when you're in the dating world, this is used a lot. So it can be like a girl can ask you, oh, do you want to hang out? You can just say, do I want to hang out? I mean, I can't today, actually. I can't this week, but I can on Monday. You see, that's disinterest, where she's already getting pushed away. She's losing disinterest because you told her, you know, you can't this week, but then you can on Monday, you know? And there's interest there at the end. There's a ton of ways you can use this when you're doing game, and it's pretty cool, you know? Once you get good at it, you can see how it really comes into play, and you can use this in your favor. It's very powerful, trust me. And if you use too much push or too much pull, you either lose a customer or you develop a friend instead of a client. So if I'm doing too much pull, you know, showing too much interest rather than doing a little bit of push, I'm gonna end up developing too much of a friend rather than, you know, a real buyer or somebody who really wants to sell, you know, at the end of the day. And then too much disinterest, they're just gonna shut the door or hang up the phone on you or just walk away in the bar, club, or wherever you are using this thing at. So keep that in mind. You want to keep it even. You want to do the push and the pull because it works hand in hand. All right, guys? And those are just 3. You know, there's a lot more at the end of the day. I'll make some more videos. Let me know if you guys want to see more, actually. Just comment on the bottom of this video, and I'll be more than happy to make more videos on negotiation and communication, all that stuff, because I love it, man. Communication is an art at the end of the day. So it's what versus why, mirroring and matching, and push and pull. All right? So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? Peace.